Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We are going to listen James Vowles interview. Let's listen to him.
James, good to see you. I wondered if we could start with Franco. He's obviously hit the ground running in Formula One, and a lot has been written in the press around that over the last few weeks. What can you tell us about his future plans, and what is the most realistic situation for 2025?
There really isn't much to talk about. What I can say is there's a number of teams interested, and as they should be. He's in a handful of races performing like a veteran that's been here for 5 years, and has a lot more potential to come. And more so, perhaps, you look outside and there's a Franco fan base that's turned up in Brazil, and it's fantastic. These are just what I would call very light introductory conversations. When there's something to say, I'll be one of the first to scream and shout about it, because I'm proud of what Franco's achieved, and I hope he's here next year in the sport.
Does that include RB? Because there's obviously been a lot of speculation this week about that team in particular. Does that include RB?
I don't want to name specific teams, because it's basically making a muddy mess of what is a very private affair for a 20-year-old well man who's doing exceptionally well. So there's just a number of teams.
More generally, Carlos Sainz said recently that you've been a man of your word in terms of Williams' progress this season. Almost 2 years into the role, can we just get an assessment of what's changed and what you're still working towards?
So it's very kind of Carlos. I mean, what I showed Carlos is where we're going to move this year, where we're going to move 25, where we're going to move 26. And I always work in this way. It's transparent and honest. You can then choose if this is the journey you want to be on. In terms of what we changed, I mean, first and foremost, there's some incredible people that have joined our journey now from a number of other teams, and they keep joining day by day, which is fantastic to see. And that really is a positive change, because you're supplementing what was a workforce that was doing their absolute utmost with excellence, that knows how to win races at the same time. That makes a substantive difference. We are changing process structures, systems to basically make our life better. We were working so incredibly hard, but it sometimes felt like you were going backwards. And those aren't finished yet. That's a multi-year journey. There's investment in people, there's investment in culture, there's investment in infrastructure, in technology, in commercial. It's not an area of the company that I haven't seen evolve in the last 12 months. You always want it to go faster, but we are moving the right way.
Just finally, Carlos seems to be in the form of his life at the moment. Does that make you even more excited about 2025? And also, what are the chances of getting him in the Williams at the Abu Dhabi test at the end of the season?
We're working hard to get him in before the end of the year. I think the reason they're good, we just want to be respectful to Ferrari, but they're good. In terms of Carlos, that's the same Carlos I saw in 23 and before then. And that's why we did everything in our power to sign him. So I'm really pleased to see him winning, and I'm backing him to win some more before the end of the year.
A lot of questions about Franco Colapinto. There's one thing just I can say. I wish him best future for him. I'm really happy that when I'm hearing that many teams are interested with him. Let's see what will happen to him. Let's hope to see him in 2025 at the grid. Also, I believe that we will see. I don't know, it will be interesting. Williams is progressing too much. They are doing good. Also, they will have Carlos Sainz. They want him for the Abu Dhabi test days, let's say, or test week. I don't know what to say too much for this topic, but for the last thing, I will say it again. I wish to saw him at Formula 1 in 2025, Franco Colapinto. Just don't forget to write your opinions at the comment section, like the video and subscribe to the channel.